Hello there. I'd like to spend a bit of time today talking about the new Octane metallic material. I've been playing a bit with it this week, and I've looked at some tutorials how various people are setting up medals. I looked at the index of refraction settings, and it reminded me of some tutorials I did with V-Ray, where the red, green and blue channels were split up to have individual index of refraction so that you've got a physically accurate material. So what I'd like to do is just to walk through the process. So I've already set up a scene, and we've got a metallic material ready to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just disable everything else except for the index. Excellent, and stick it on here. And what you've got up here, you've got three settings. You've got artistic, you've got index of refraction plus color, or you've got the RGB index of refraction, which is what I'm going to be using. So what we're going to do is we'll start up the render. At the moment it should just be black, and then we're going to use something which I'm sure most of you are seeing, which is the refractiveindex.info website. The other thing we're going to need is the wavelengths for red, green and blue, the colours red, green and blue, so that we can tell this website what each channel requires. So let's start off with the red channel, which is this top one here, and then we've got green and blue below it. We'll start off with choosing material. We'll stick with gold, which is got on, and we're going to start off by sticking the red wavelength in, so that's going to go in as 0.65. This then updates the N and K values, which we can copy and paste into the respective channels over here, and then what you'll start to see is it will start to update as we enter the values. The next one is 0.532. It's worth saying that these values down here, these red, green and blue values, these are the figures that I found on a particular website, but what I've noticed is that they do change, that there are subtle differences between each source. So I'm no physicist, I'm afraid, so I can't explain the science why this is so. Perhaps somebody else can, but what I do know is that you get a fairly good result, and I liked these particular settings. And there we go. So that's, I missed the last one. Check that's right. Excellent. And there we go. So what we've now got is we've got our gold material, and as you can see, it's being driven purely through this index of refraction with the red, green and blue channels. You can stick some roughness in there if you want later on, but that's it at its basic level. There's no need to put any colour in, and I've got some more here that I've set up for, let's put in iron for example. Might need to refresh this. While I'm waiting for that to refresh, just a word for the where I got the model from, which was this Pop Buddha by Tamraz. Thank you very much. I just turned that into an object. There we go. So there is our iron material. Hopefully that explains how, if it's useful, how to create physically correct metals using the new metallic shader. Thanks for watching.